like, or just mid. But you saw the... Another version of Burmy, another version of Clefairy. Welcome again, everybody. It's ThePhoenixHeart, and today we have the next big update for Pokemon TCG Pocket Triumphant Light, and of course it's going to take us straight to it. Thank you, game, I appreciate that. Yesterday we had the Pokemon Presents. They went ahead and revealed Triumphant Light and said that it was coming out the next day, and that is exactly what today is. So we are going to go ahead, open up some packs, and try to see if we can get enough cards to make a deck. Hop online. You already know the formula of how we do this. Getting straight into it, I want to see how good our first ever pack is for this expansion, because the last couple of packs that we did our first draws for... Hold on. Y'all saw the light. The Triumphant Light. This Hoodoo art looks so dumb. It's cute, but it's dumb. I was gonna say that the last couple of ones, Metatites. So we have Metachan in this? Hold up. That could be cool. But hold on, before I go on, I was going to say the last couple of ones that we did our first draws from were so garbage, like, or just mid. But when you saw the... Hold on, look at this animation. Hold on. Oh, my green screen's gonna be so messed up. Look at this animation. That is the card. We're done. You have to like now. Nope, you have to like and subscribe. I don't make the rules. I gave you no bait. I can title this thumbnail rawest first poll ever. Look at this war. This is like the Charizard card. I don't even have the full art Charizard EX. This is the card. This is all we needed. Well, I can say that our first draw was peak. That's our third card, right? No, we don't have something more in this. Magnemite, another Magnemite. It's Steel this time. And Rotom. Oh my gosh. No, because it's always been the last card, right? It's always been the last card that is like, it's an EX. And then I noticed all of these Pokemon that have like a link ability to it. I actually don't remember there being a Magnezone with a link ability, but then again, we didn't see all of the cards that they had to offer. Yo, drop a like. If that has happened to you, make sure to comment, please, that you got just as good of a first poll, because I don't even think like all the other cards were that crazy. Like, we obviously got a Rotom with the link ability, which is great because that's kind of what I'm depending on to make a passable enough deck for the rest of this video. I'm hoping that we have enough. We don't have enough hourglasses for 10 packs, but do we have enough? Damn, that's like all my Pokegold. I mean, I don't spend money on this game anyways. And you know we have to open the 10 pack. We have to open the 10 pack. This is what we do. Open it up, look for the light. The first one has light. Ooh, hold up. Wait, I forget the ability of this one. As long as this Pokemon is on your bench, your active basic Pokemon retreat cost is 1 less. Okay, so that's solid. Yo, no, I'm going to see this in like every deck now. All of these decks that put like Reggie, like any of the Reggies, Regirock, Regigigas, or even just Druddigon, you don't have to leaf anymore. You don't have to use energy and then don it. That's awesome. I mean, that's super impressive, but that's great. Scrolling through, let's see what new stuff we got. Staravia looked cool. Another version of Burmy, another version of Clefairy. Subscribe to the channel. Don't even, yo. You gotta leave a like, bro. I don't make the rules. It's not the EX, but we didn't get to see the regular one yet. So for 4 energy, it has Power Blast. Discard a random energy from this Pokemon. Not a crazy card by any means, but I mean, you're gonna want to keep it in anyways. The retreat cost is only 2. So that's actually like solid still. Plus you're gonna want it for any decks that have Pokemon with link abilities to Arceus anyways. Pupitar. Oh my goodness, if we can get Larvitar and Tyranitar, I'll run that deck immediately. It's too early to be getting repeats. Don't give me that Staravia. Another Combi, Azumarill. So we got Meryl too. That's a cute little art. Hold up. I like it. I like it. And then this Staraptor. Brave Bird. This Pokemon also does 20 damage to itself. This is putting kind of like basics back on the map. Almost. Like, because you really don't see any basic Pokemon being used all that much. Like, EX Lickitung was like cool, but it didn't do too much. Like, Regigigas is cool on paper, but you rarely like get the chance to see anybody using it. Staraptor looking cool as ever, of course. Donphan! I love Phanpy. I love Phanpy, bro. I think that's just anime bias again, because that's how I get a lot of my favorite Pokemon. Like, Cyndaquil is my favorite starter. Gliscor I really like. Rolling Spin during your next turn. This Pokemon's Rolling Spin does 60 plus damage. So this is like Togekiss. We got the, well, we got Snover, but I don't think we have Snover in the last one, right? I think you could just use Abomasnow outright. I might be wrong. I gotta go ahead and check that. Meditite, Barboach. So does that mean we have the evolution here too? This Houndoom art looks incredible. And then essentially it's a fire type, Arbok. It's a fire type Arbok with corner. Needless to say, I'm already pretty satisfied. Another Eevee, what is that, five different arts for Eevee now? This is definitely not the Eevee that people are going to be using either. 2 energy tail whap, come on bro. There's already a bar set. We got Gabite, a new Gabite. I know I have one Gabite, but I already forget what it does. I think it needs 2 different energies to just attack, but this only needs the fighting type energy it already is a part of, so that's pretty cool. Nothing crazy in this deck either. We have Starly, so we have the entire Staravia line, another Donphan, and then Unknown. Check. Once during your turn, you may choose either player. Look at the top card of the players. Okay, that's like a definitively better, man, Porygon. A little embarrassing, but I can never actually tell most of the time, like, these letters. Like, obviously that one in the very bottom is a K, and then very top is an E. So I'm guessing the one to the left is an H, the one, but like, then I'm like, I guess these two are both C's, this middle one and this right one. I couldn't even read the stuff as a kid, which kind of sucked because you have to solve like puzzles in the mainline Pokemon games with unknown spelling, and I would look at it and be like, this is like reading cursive to me. Magneton steel typing, which is cool. Don't give me repeats. We got this Gengar. Hypnoblast, your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Okay. I know a lot of people were arguing like for the longest time on like Gengar EX versus regular Gengar, and like that regular Gengar like did so much better. So maybe we can see how this Gengar shows up too. And we got Houndour, so we could use that really cool Houndoom. Cure it! What? Discard 2 random energy from this Pokemon. Crisis Dive. It's basic, and then it's Dragon. It has no weakness in this game. That's tough though. Grass, Psychic, and Basic. I mean, still looks like a fantastic card, but like, I don't know if anybody's really going to be like, be able to use this. I'll be surprised if I see this at all. But that's for the people who are better at the game to figure out, and not necessarily me. What pack? We're only halfway. We only made it halfway through. We got Combi, new Ghastly with Astonish. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent reveals a random card from their hand and shuffles it into their deck, and it's random, so it's not choose for you, it's not choose for them. But it's flip a coin, which kind of sucks. But but it's definitely one of those things. So are any like flip a coin type of cards. Like, it's just one of those things. If you get heads, you're so far ahead. If you get tails, sucks to suck type of thing. Clefable, Moonblast during your opponent's next turn. Attacks used by the defending Pokemon do minus 30 damage. Whoa, that's actually solid. I think that's solid. You put this with like a Gardevoir, I think that's a solid card. Haunter. Y'all see the background. This Haunter a freak though. Haunter's like one of my favorite like ghost types. Like, Miss Magius is still my top, but you did my boy so dirty with this. Clefable, Magneton, Eevee. Don't give me a repeat, by the way. No, I mean, I would be okay with another Arceus EX. Oh, okay. Not a crazy card, but a more rare card is a full art Magnemite. It's cute. How did y'all stack up? I think this is solid. I think the more new cards I get, the happier that I am overall, because it makes the struggle for finding new cards later on to complete the entire pack way easier. I still don't have any pack like 100%ed besides Mythical Island, and even then some of the cards I have is only like one of that card, so I couldn't make a solid deck with it if I tried. But I'm gonna see what I can make. Of course, I'll be right back. I'm just definitely going to need to combine some other cards from some other packs, and that's perfectly okay. But let's see if we can't get into some matches and win some. All right, so after a little bit, here is what I'm going to try out. These two are the regular Clefairies. These are not the Clefairies from this pack, but these are the Clefables from this pack with the Moon Blast that allows Clefable to take less damage after using its attack. And then I'm pairing this up with good old Drudagon Stall, just having it right there so it can make the opponent think twice about attacking. And then the two stars of the show are going to be this new Shaman, which I was wrong about the evolution parts. It's just a different form of Shaman. I completely forgot about how Shaman works, but since we're going to have Shaman with the Sky support, making retreat cost 1 less, and the other star of the show is of course going to be this Arceus EX card that we got. And then with this ability, Ultimate Force, to do 20 more damage, depending on how many bench Pokemon you have, that I feel like is just going to work really well with stall Pokemon such as Drudagon, especially since Drudagon just kind of sits in the bench. Like, I rarely put it back in the active spot unless I really need a stall again. But if I need a stall again that much later, then I feel like I've already lost. And then for our cards, I actually have 2 potions just to keep us going, but 2 Pokeballs, 2 Pokemon Communications, and then the only support cards that I'm rocking are 2 of each of the 3. Professor's Research, of course, gotta have it. Cyrus, and then Dawn, just to move around energy, especially because I feel like with retreat costs being only 1, if we find ourselves just stuck with our basic Pokemon, like let's say we have Drudagon and we're not pulling out any of our other guys like Shaman or Arceus, and we're waiting for somebody to come along to go ahead and get more energy, we can at the very least have them hold that energy so we can Dawn onto the active spot Pokemon once they are done. And then I was also thinking, since this Clefable is the only one that really needs a specific energy, it only needs Psychic, but it only needs 1 Psychic, that maybe we could run it with Fire, Water, and Psychic energy. I'm going to just start with Psychic to go ahead and be safe, but if this turns out well, then we'll make it a little bit more interesting and then run it with Fire and Water. I want to see if we can make more decks besides this, but right now we don't have a ton of cards. That's just kind of the way it goes when you can't open too many packs. But let's see what we can do. First match, and we are going second, which is perfectly fine. We only have 1 Pokemon that needs to evolve, and it looks like we got quite the hand. So of course we're going to go ahead, set up this Drudagon. We're not going to put anything else out there yet. Looks like he's running Water Energy, but he just set down this Pidgey. But dude, we have Pokeball, Professor's Research, and then the base forms for Clefairy, and we have our Shaman. This is really an excellent hand, like for real. And we have this Drudagon. I'm just going to leave it in our hand. Let's Pokeball, hoping for Arceus, and it's the other Clefairy. That's fine. That's why I did 2 Pokemon Communications, because we want to get this strategy going as fast as possible. Professor's Research. Ooh, another Pokeball. Yes. Please, it has to be. Yeah, it has to be. I think that's our last card. I'm gonna put down at least 1 Clefairy, and then let's put down Shaman, just because we'll go ahead and put this energy. We'll have Clefairy go ahead and hold on to it. We'll just go as far as to set down the Arceus EX. You know what? I'm just gonna bother this person and show them I got everything that I need, and basically I'm just going to leave the energy on this Clefairy. I know that just putting it on the Arceus EX would probably make this a much quicker match, but I really want to see our Clefairy in action. But if we really don't get Clefable or anything, then I'm gonna start putting energy on Arceus EX. There's Palkia, so I'm betting that he really wanted Manaphy to show up first, but that just wasn't the case. Actually, thinking about it, instead of the potions, we probably just could have put 2 Great Capes. I feel like that's just a better option. I think that was kind of just an oversight on our parts, but I'm going to Pokemon Communication this Strudagon. Give me my Clefable, baby! We evolved into Clefable, putting it down, gave it the energy it needed, and here we are. He puts down energy on the Pidgey. I'm guessing he would have to have Pidgeotto at this point. Pidgeotto right now would be the perfect counter to our Arceus EX, but instead he's gonna put in Palkia, I guess hit us with Slash, maybe? No, he's gonna Sabrina. I don't really think that was the smartest move, because I'm gonna put down this Clefable. He's giant caping, but he's not gonna be able to like slash us, and he just used Sabrina, so we can't use Misty this turn. But there's our potion. We're gonna potion up this Clefable. The only reason I could really see using potion now instead of giant cape is to fight against Cyrus, but it doesn't really provide all that much health anyways. But I don't think that was the smartest move, because unless you have Misty and unless you can roll enough heads to start using that Dimensional Storm, I don't think this was a great move. He also has a potion, so maybe he has both his potions. Okay, buddy, fine. Just heal 2/3 of the damage I just did to you. I guess that's all right. He doesn't slash though. I mean, it's not like it's gonna do anything, but I'm just surprised that he didn't do it. We also have this potion. I'm not gonna go ahead and use any more of this potion on our Clefable. I'm just gonna start putting energy on Arceus, just start going for attacks. And bro, he won't be dead before I'm able to kill him with Clefable, but chances are he might have another Sabrina. There's Misty. And then, just like we were talking about before, it's the same thing with all flips. Heads will put you out of it, tails won't. But he does get it, so he's going to be able to Dimensional Storm right now. But that's all his energy. So I'm not really too worried. That does suck for our Clefable. Yeah, there's the Dimensional Storm. I'm gonna throw our star of the show in there. Then, like, I'm not going to go ahead and let you get away with this. I'm on my Goku now. Put the energy on him, and we're gonna put this other Clefairy down, because maybe we get another Clefable. End turn, and this is where we're at. If he doesn't switch out, or if he doesn't Misty up like 2 more energy, which it'd be kind of crazy. It'd be kind of crazy if he had his other Misty right now. Puts energy down on the Pidgey. Irida. Oh. Nah, bro, y'all know exactly how I feel. Y'all know exactly how I feel about that card. I released the video, I released the short. This card's going to ruin everything for meta. However, it's still not the smartest move. Bro forgot how to do math. I get 20 for each. He only healed to 130. I was gonna be able to do 130 damage at max. I'm going to go ahead and start making things a little more interesting. We're going to put Psychic, Fire, and Water in the deck, because Clefable only needs 1 Psychic energy. And then maybe that will actually make Strudagon more useful. That way, even if we don't get the energy that we need for doing attacks with either, Shaman is also still here to help us like get out of any nasty situation. We're going first, which is good if we have Clefairy. Although Clefairy is the only one that we have right now, so that's not the greatest. But we do have Psychic Energy being our first energy, so I'm a little more fine with that. Plus, he's using fighting types, so that just makes us even scarier to him. Let's Professor's Research first. There's Clefable. Okay, so you're probably gonna have to clutch up. Here's a Pokeball, and what do we get? Shaman. Okay, I'm just gonna end the turn right there. I don't think he can do anything super dangerous to me. Energy on the Riolu, he attacks. doesn't do anything else besides that, okay, I think we're fine. We're gonna shoot for this next Professor's Research, and we get another potion and our Arceus EX. So what I'm going to do is potion up this Clefairy, evolve into Clefable, put another energy down on the Clefable. I say another energy, our first turn with energy. And then let's go ahead and put down Arceus, because the thing that I'm most concerned of is that he has Lucario right now, which would actually, yep, there it is, which would actually put us in a pretty scary situation, because he's going to hit us and he's gonna do 60 damage, and I already used one potion, so I'm just gonna go ahead, put down Shaman and this Druddigon that we just got. Chances are he has Cyrus and he's going to be able to just pull Clefable right out, but oh wait, I'm bad at reading. No, I'm actually a terrible reader. It's basic cost Pokemon, dude. There I go, not being able to read again, dude. I can't believe it. It's basic cost Pokemon that have one less retreat cost. I put energy on the Arceus because I was like, Clefable can get out of there. That is not the case. So he's going to kill our Clefable, and so we have Arceus, but this makes EX cards even better at the very least. And still, stallers like Druddigon and any of the Reggies are still going to be really good with Shaman. They'll just probably be a little bit better in the hands of people who can actually read and think. But we put the energy on the Arceus. He's setting up that Machamp EX most likely in the background, and has Leaf. He doesn't have Machamp right now. It wouldn't be smart to go ahead and evolve because, yeah. And then my weakness is fighting as Arceus, unfortunately, but what are you going to do? Actually, what are you going to do? We just put down that Clefairy. I can't do anything to really fight this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, we're cooked. Your opponent conceded. I didn't even take long on my turn. Why did he leave? Did the pizza guy get there?
Hey, yo, the pizza here.
Oh, I gotta go. Why did he concede? He won. My weakness is fighting, that's 60, and then he has fighting coach. So that was gonna bump it up to 80 damage for him. Did he not think about that I had the weakness, or that he would still have submarine blow? By all means, I was meant to lose there, but hey, I've played in tournaments before. We take those. Admittedly, we didn't get to really see too much of that deck, but since this is going to be our last match, I wanted to go ahead and change it up. I wanted to see how Shaman and Arceus could work with other really enhanced decks. Unfortunately, as I've been playing the game, Dialga EX has not really been working out. I actually have another deck that primarily uses Skarmory and Steel Wormadam. I kept saying Steel Burmy, but I'm like, wait, that's not right. And it's just because Dialga takes too long to set up. However, I'm thinking with having a basic Pokemon with only one retreat cost, and then having people like Heatran with such a high retreat cost, or Tauros that isn't too high but would be better if it had one retreat cost, Shaman could really come in clutch. So along with still one Arceus and one Shaman that we have essentially set up a steel type deck with 2 Dialgas, 2 Heatrans, 2 Skarmory, and then 2 Tauros, which I don't really use, but it still has a really strong ability being able to hit EXs for literally 120. And then of course, since Skarmory is the foundation, we have 2 Giant Capes, 2 Rocky Helmets. I have 2 Professor's Researches and 2 Dawns, just because I feel like energy is going to be running around a lot, even though we still haven't used Dawn in those other matches. And then 2 Pokeballs as well. So let's see if we can't get 3 wins on the board, and Triumphant Light can be an amazing first video. We flipped the coin, we're going second. That is perfectly fine with me. We have 2 Professor's Researches, so I'm thinking it's just safer to go this Skarmory. He actually has Chatted, and I see Steel types, and then he has Armor Fossil, so he's setting up Bastiodon. So we're okay. So he has the cool looking Dialga too. So we really got to be using cards right now. So we have both of our Professor's Researches. Let's draw. We get Rocky Helmet, which is excellent. We should really put down as many cards as we can. We're going to Rocky Helmets.
the Skarmory so that we can go ahead and hit hard, make sure we put the energy on there. And I don't want to put Heatran down this early, but I just don't want him to be able to draw so many cards. Of course, he could always just use Mimic if he doesn't like what's in his hand, but I feel like losing a point this soon on something as minuscule as a Chatot would be kind of very annoying for him. But he Pokemon Communications something in his hand. He's able to go ahead and get this Shieldon out, puts the energy on Dialga, and he doesn't even do anything with Chatot. He's going to let us kill the Chatot. Use Professor's Research. Let's see. We get Dialga. I'm just gonna start setting up Tauros, so let's just put the energy on Tauros. We're not even going to see Shaman or Arceus or see how they interact with the deck yet. Hopefully we get Shaman, we go ahead and kill for 1 point, but if we can get Shaman, we don't have to spend that energy, and then that way we have both of our Dawns, which is, again, just another amazing thing Shaman can do. He can make basic Pokemon essentially like energy reserves and do that. He's going to go ahead and hit us. He's going to suffer from that Rocky Helmet. Can we get Shaman? Oh my goodness. I promise you this is not the type of luck that I get on other types of like tourneys. But of course we're going to put the Shaman down, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to put energy on this Tauros, go ahead and retreat for free 99, get Tauros out here, use Dawn to get the energy from Skarmory. Oh my god, what an amazing example video. Thanks guys, maybe you should leave a like and subscribe. And then we're gonna put the Rocky Helmet down, so even if he wants to switch out into that Bastiodon and hit us for Headbang, like, it's not gonna matter. Like, he can't hit us with Dialga right now. We're hitting him for 120. He will die. You're lucky I don't have Giovanni. I wouldn't have been able to use it that turn anyways, but he has to do that. That's exactly what he's going to do, is get Bastiodon out there, take advantage of the fact that he's not a EX card, but he can't use Guarded Grill against our Rocky Helmet. We're gonna put energy on the Heatran, retreat our Tauros into our Skarmory. Skarmory is gonna die here, but hopefully we can go ahead and take advantage of the energy from our Tauros, and he he flips a Tails here so that we don't have to work too hard. Perfect. I've faced Bastiodons who only land heads before. You get nowhere, dude. Again, just the art, just the nature of flipping coins in this game. He actually has not only his Giant Cape, but Potion as well, so we're not going to be able to kill with Steel Tackle, even if he hits this Tails, but Rocky Helmet is going to help us out. Of course, if we can just get Cyrus in here too, that would help. We're going to get Heatran out here, and oh, there's a Giant Cape. I guess we'll just Giant Cape the Heatran just to make it easier. And what do we put down? What do we put down? Because we have Dialga, but I feel like it's too late to use Dialga. That's what I mean. Like, he's just kind of hard, like, to set up. Pause. So I think we'll just put down this Skarmory to be able to use, put energy on the Heatran, and then chances are this guy is just going to feel confident enough to leave this Bastiodon here. If he has a Potion, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? And then he's slowly setting up the Dialga back there. We don't have Cyrus in this deck, actually. I remember not putting Cyrus because I wanted to load it up with our Pokemon tools to be able to help Skarmory out. But here goes Steel Tackle. Please, please do not flip a heads. Ooh. Giant Cape onto the Dialga. Oh, this is horrid. This is horrible. This is horrible. I do not get this type of luck on my Bastiodon, dude. I really don't. The best thing we can hope for is I was gonna say another giant cape, but I mean, what does it matter? Like, what does it really matter? Like, really? It may have been too late to use this, especially if he has a Cyrus in his deck, then it's just kind of curtains. But let's go ahead and retreat for free with this Skarmory, get Dialga in here, and then maybe we can get another giant cape and it will help us survive a little bit longer. Of course, he won't even need that long to be able to get this 100 heavy impact Dialga like in there, but maybe, dude, like maybe. And there's a Pokeball, so it really doesn't matter now. It really doesn't matter. And I don't even think we have any more Arceus. Right. Hey, buddy, welcome to the party. You missed it. You missed it. Let's see if we can at least hit this metallic turbo, dude. I don't know. Not even, bro. It's just what flipping coins is. It's either the greatest thing, the greatest or the worst thing. I guess we should have put Cyrus in here. Who knows if we would have drew Cyrus when we needed him most, but man, I do not get that, because that is exactly what my deck is with the Skarmory and the Wormadam. I have 2 Skarmories, 2 Burmies for the 2 Wormadams, and then I have 1 set of Shield Fossil, sorry, to Shieldon and Bastiodon. And I do not get that type of luck. I barely get Bastiodon out anyways. But it's gonna be 2-1, that's not bad. Maybe if we stuck with our other deck that we made with literally a pile of scrap like we were Tony Stark making it in the cave, we would have gone 3 for 3 and that would have been heat. But we're going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me what your first pack opening was like. If you got an EX card, if you got an EX card that wasn't Arceus, maybe you got Probopass EX. But this was really fun. That was an amazing pack opening. I was so happy with how that turned out. Even with these decks that I certainly don't believe you could go ahead and take into any type of tourney or anything like that without having some more cards, like a double Arceus at least, dude. But either way, well, I guess we could have used our regular Arceus, but I don't think that would have really helped too much either. But at least I got to show the main man of this pack. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic